It's Thursday, the 29th of May. We just left. Where'd we leave?
High Country RV Park campsite.
In where?
In White Horse, Yukon Territory Camp.
Is that White Horse?
That was White Horse.
Okay, we just left High Country RV Resort.
Now we're
RV
going
Park. It's not a resort.
No, not a resort.
We had no internet for 2 days.
It was sketchy.
It was terrible. I'm going through television withdrawal and internet withdrawal.
Just because you're trying to upload stuff.
Well, even the hotspots were almost non-existent.
Yeah, but if you didn't have to have the stress of uploading stuff, it wouldn't be bad.
Anyway, we are headed to Culane Lake in the Yukon Territory. We're gonna boondock along the lake. It's 50 degrees right now. It might be a balmy 60 by the time we get there.
I doubt it.
And then it'll probably be a balmy 30 overnight while we're boondocking. So I'm sure we're gonna freeze. It's gonna be cold. But it's a beautiful lake. What?
Yeah, but we want to get up real early to get on Destruction Bay early.
Oh yeah. And then that was not a red light that I went through.
Oh yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my God, Ed.
Well, you know,
they have quick lights here.
They have very fast lights here. And if they had police, we'd be in trouble.
Yes, we would.
So today will be our last day in Canada. Tomorrow morning we're going to leave about 6 a.m. to try to get on the road and beat the traffic. We are headed up Destruction Bay, and I think we're going to find out why they call it Destruction Bay. Everybody says batten down the hatches before you get on that road.
Who was it, Stacy, that we had met on the road and they went ahead of us? And she said make sure everything is really locked down because it's bad.
Stacy is from RVing.
We met her on the
Alaska RVing.
Oh, okay.
RVing Alaska. Anyway, yeah, so we've got a long ride tomorrow. We're going to Tok in Alaska. That will be our first Alaskan stop other than pullovers. Check your dentures, make sure all your teeth are still in your mouth. They say it's a pretty rough road.
For about an hour.
We're going to find out tomorrow.
50 miles.
We will find out. So this is a decent sized town.
Yeah.
It was raining yesterday and it was cold, and we went to the visitor center and
We went to the airport.
there was an airplane museum, but we didn't go inside because it was $10 a person, and we figured it probably wasn't worth it, not being airplane people. So we really didn't get to see a lot of the town. We went back to Walmart. We got a few things that we needed, but we don't want to buy too much food because we have to cross the border into the U.S. when we hit Alaska tomorrow, and we're not sure if there's any food restrictions or not. I guess we'll find out, but I would think that possibly dairy products maybe, or vegetables, fruit and vegetables.
I don't know.
So we're going to find out tomorrow.
And unfortunately, poor Charlie spent a good part of the day at the tire place because he had a problem with one of his tires.
He had a loose valve stem,
Yeah.
and he had to have the valve stem replaced.
Luckily, they took walk-ins.
Yeah, so he had to wait there about 2 hours until they brought him in and fixed him up. So kind of shot the rest of the day, and that's okay. We're all pretty tired. A lot of driving, not much break in between, so it was good to kind of sit around. It'll probably be good this afternoon to sit around and relax by the lake in 50-degree weather.
We're getting used to it. Most of the days have been in the 50s.
Yeah.
It's in the 70s and 80s behind us.
Yes.
Like a week, would have made a big difference.
Yes. They said that yesterday in Banff it was 82 degrees, and when we were in Banff it was
60.
60 or 40?
60 and windy.
Well, it was cold at night.
Yeah, all
The days, the sun's strong, so we're higher up, closer to the sun. But so the days are, when the sun is out, the days are warm. But
Still in
at
50s.
night, even though it's still light out, it gets breezy and cold. So
It's 52 degrees now.
roger that.
10 o'clock.
And no Sirius XM radio because it keeps cutting in and out. So away we go. So where are we, in Haines City, is it?
Haines Junction.
Haines Junction in the Yukon. So it snowed here. They had flurries yesterday. So all that mist and stuff we're seeing coming, hitting the mountains, is snow. It's not rain. We thought it was rain. But it's 53 right now. So I'm really annoyed with myself because we pulled into the fuel station to top off the tank. I accidentally reset my trip odometer because I had it on trip 2, which I was going to keep until we got back to Florida at the end of this journey, and because we had just turned 5,000 miles as we were pulling into the fuel station. So at least I know that even though I'm starting out at 0, I have to add 5,000 to our trip. But it just kind of makes me angry at myself for doing something so stupid. Oh well. So we are headed to Cloyne Lake for the night. We should be there, I don't know, any idea how long?
About another hour.
Another hour. It's 12:30, so we're going to have the whole day there. But it's too late in the day to attempt to drive to Tok. It says here Destruction Bay is 108 kilometers. So what is that, about 55, 60 miles? Yeah. So it's just, once we hit Destruction Bay, we're going to be going 20 miles an hour maybe, because the roads are so bad. And I guess we just decided we did not want to attempt to drive through that and get into Tok too late in the day and have no place to go in Tok. So, see what happens. So we are parked for the night at Kalani Lake, or Kalani Lake, in the Yukon Territory. It is really cold up here. It's about 50 degrees, and the wind is blowing. So let me give you a view. This is out our back door. Amazing. The mountains they're still getting snow in Alaska, up in the mountains. So look at that. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Kathy said there's a visitor center straight across there. I don't know if you can see the smoke on the in the distance, but in the middle of that there's a bridge, and the bridge leads to the visitor center. I'm not swimming across there to go there. But anyway, there's a view out our back window. One way to spend the night, except it's freezing and we have the heat on. And the crazy New Englander, or just went inside, but she was sitting in her lounge chair taking in sun rays. So this is warm to her. Floridians, we're freezing.